Hello, this is Adam Began, and I'm the host of Historically Haunted Show, where I talk about some very rare historical and haunted locations that I visited. I also interview some of the very best in the paranormal and cryptozoology field. So tune in every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Paranormal King Radio Network. And prepare to be educated about the unknown. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday and good evening. This is the Historically Haunted Show. I'm your guest, Adam Began, right on the Paranormal King Radio Network. And I want to welcome everybody back to the show. We got a lot of people in chat. That's awesome. Make sure you guys are on Facebook or whatever, share it up. The links are in the new post. Share up all the links for chat room. I got a very cool guest today. Someone, I don't know him, but I do kind of know him, if that makes sense. I've been friends with him for a while on Facebook. He's fairly close to me. Distance-wise, he's right in New Hampshire, me being in Maine. And my guest today, he is the founder and owner of the Keene Paranormal Research Society, or KPRS. Excuse me. He's also the founder of Fans of the Paranormal, basically like a group. But he's also on his own solo thing. He's the lead investigator at Aaron's Paranormal Research and Investigation, located in Keene, New Hampshire. Let's bring on Aaron Potter. How are you, my friend?
Adam, what's going on, man? Thank you so much for having me on the show.
Absolutely. I'm excited. Like you're like, you want me to go on your show? And I'm like, I'd fucking be honored, dude. Every time I share something, you're right there. You're one of the first people to be like, well, that's really cool. Well, what's that all about? Like, you're kind of a historian of sorts too, and you're definitely not a rookie by any means.
I'm glad to be on here.
That's awesome. I thank you so much for your time. Before I get to anybody in chat, which thank you guys, everybody in chat, I'm going to ask you, Aaron, because I'm dying to know, my brother, what started all this for you? Did you see an apparition when you were young? Do you mind me asking you how you got started with all this?
So I got started with this only because I got into watching a lot of paranormal documentaries and shows, and I kind of just wanted to seek stuff out myself and have my own experiences. And I before I did anything on my own, I joined a team. I joined a couple of teams. My first year out in the field, I joined a team called Sight Unseen for about a year or two, and then I joined up with an ex-friend of mine. He and I did a team for our own for a little bit. That was Keene Paranormal Society. It was he and I, and then a friend of ours jumped on for a little bit, and then I joined another team after that. And then I did a little bit of freelancing, but other than that, I've just been out straight doing paranormal stuff. And so when you mentioned earlier, so I have a page called Fans of the Paranormal, and that was a community-based page that I decided to create for anyone and everyone who was interested in the field and wanted to share stuff there. So, and then my other page,
almost like a group, I guess. I joined. I didn't even know, kind of, right?
Good. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's really it is a group, but it's not really like a group team thing. It's more just it's a community-based page and stuff for anybody and everybody, really.
I see.
Yeah. So, and then my other page, it used to be Aaron's Paranormal Investigations for quite a while because I wasn't really doing it on my own for a little bit. So I kind of just did that, and then after that, after I had created, and now I have my own team, Keene Paranormal Research Society, and I decided to create something out of my Aaron's Paranormal Investigations into like a small research group. We also will do like some urban exploring and stuff. But I wanted to do something like get a little more reach on research stuff and uncover more ground in that respect, and learn some more historical stuff, and get some more research on board. So kind of what I was doing there.
So you got your so basically, like you're kind of involved, not involved, but I guess you have the hat of historian, investigator, researcher, leader. I mean, so you kind of wear all the hats in that. Like, you sounds like you kind of been around doing it a little bit here and there with a lot. So you've definitely not seasoned, I guess, but experienced, I guess is a good word. You've definitely been doing this for quite a while. Wow. I didn't realize that.
I've been in the field now for almost 15 years now.
Wow.
I think this year, come December, I think it will be my official 15 years on the field.
Wow, very cool. So we got George Cannon in chat, Terry York in chat, Carlos Nunez, Bill Lyons, Witchin, who's Heather Came and Needy, Terry York, which I think I already said, King Ross. All you guys in chat, if you guys have any questions, there, people in chat are sharing your links for fans of the paranormal. Keene Paranormal, all that stuff that's getting shared. You guys have any questions for Aaron? Feel free and ask him. He's a pretty open dude. I gotta ask you, Aaron, what's one of your bucket lists? Where's some place you haven't gone that you really would like to go in the next couple of years or so?
I don't know if they have a real strong bucket list, but I'm into anywhere that I feel a lot of people going to places for the first time that people have, where a team has been there for the first time before anybody else. I would love to go to any given location that no one else has been yet, and go there, because that's to be the first one to break ground on investigating that location is superb. I think it's pretty phenomenal, and I'm kind of like envious of those who have done that. So I think that would be totally cool if our team, KPRS, went out and did that. So really, no strong bucket list, but I'm open to, any locations out there, even if they have already been investigated. I'd love to just kind of jump on it and get our own take on our own experiences. I'm definitely down.
Me, man. So. You know me, I'm right next door, and you know me, you're literally speaking my language, because I love Lizzie Borden, I love the Conjuring House, all that shit's fine, but I like places like you say, Untapped. And if I find a spot, man, I'm gonna tag you and be like, "Let's go, dude! I'd love to explore a spot with you." Like obviously, like we were talking earlier about Blood Cemetery, and Nashua is well known, and of course, America's Stonehenge, in Salem. But to go to a place like a house or a bar or an old tavern, someplace that no one's really, I guess, cracked the meter or recorded anything, and to go into virgin ground, that's killer. And wow, and New Hampshire's loaded with it, because New Hampshire doesn't have a lot on the map. I mean, New Hampshire's not really, but in your state, especially in your area, there's going to be a ton, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's a lot, but I mean, there is quite a bit of locations out there. I mean, just like anywhere else, I mean, where everything has history to it. So, I mean, you kind of have to look at it and that regard. And like, I go onto a site called, what is it? Oh crap, I don't remember it now. But there's a site out there online that has a list of places within a certain state. And I went into New Hampshire, and there is a lot. I don't know what's popular and what's not, but there is a good listing of places.
Is it called Atlas Obscura?
Is it what?
Atlas Obscura.
I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, because if you check that out, it's free. And they talk about Aleister Crowley, the old Satanist magician. He had a house retreat in New Hampshire, and you can go to it. And Uncle Sam, the U.S. government's Uncle Sam, he was a real person. He was born in his houses in New Hampshire. We got to go see that.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
We got to go check that out.
Definitely.
Portsmouth, Strawberry Bank, Point of Graves.
Man. Oh, so the other side I was thinking of is the Shadowlands.net, and that has a whole listing of that one has a listing of a whole bunch of areas in New Hampshire.
Really?
There's a whole ton of stuff here. Yeah, yep. So when you have a chance, Shadowlands.net.
Shadow, all one word, Shadowlands. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Shadowlands dot net. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
My girlfriend / secretary / partner over here. She's already typing it up. She's on it. Aaron, we got a question for you. We got a question for you, sure, my brother. George Cannon, thank you for listening, George, longtime listener. He wants to know, Aaron, what is the most popular location, haunted attraction in your area?
I don't know. I don't know if there's anything popular in New Hampshire that people will have, or where location is well known. But there's one cemetery that I go to quite often. The investigate is I don't know if you know this one, Adam, but the Gilson Cemetery in Nashua, New Hampshire.
Ooh, what is it called? Which Nashua?
Gilson. Yeah, Gilson Cemetery.
Oh, I'm writing it down now. No, well, yeah, there's American Stonehenge, which is popular. I don't know if it's haunted, but there's a sacrifice.
Oh, yeah.
But
yes,
but
that one, yes.
There's Kangamangas Highway, there's the White Mountains, all that good shit. But as far as hauntings, no, I haven't heard of that cemetery. That's and Nashua is fairly big. There's an airport in Nashua.
Yeah, there's, yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Are you buying Nashua?
Yeah. So, I live probably an hour maybe from Nashua, or maybe even a half hour.
You buy Manch Vegas? Manch Vegas? Manchester, they call it Manch Vegas.
Yeah. I'm not near it, but I think I'm probably another maybe hour and a half from there, maybe.
You kind of in the middle of
that shit. Yeah, I've been to Stonehenge. Probably I was there maybe maybe before 2012, I think, maybe like 2010, 11, or something like that.
Wow.
One of the teams I was working with went there, and I was invited to go along. I went along with them, and I didn't get to be near the slab, but we did like a tour / investigation type of thing. But yeah, that's definitely one I would say too. I would agree. That's probably one of the most popular ones, and also, and I think you also mentioned too, I think, is that one up the White Mountains there is that big hotel, right?
Oh, the White Mountain Inn, the Omni Inn, almost looks like the Shining Hotel, the big red one, red and white.
Yes.
One. That one's fucking gargantuan. I want to go back real quick just because people are listening. There's a lot of people checking up that are asking about America's Stonehenge. If you look it up, it's basically like the Stonehenge. It actually lines up to the one in England. And there's little caves there. There's actually an oracle cave. And oracle's like a witch doctor type person. And they think this thing dates back to, some people think it dates back to 1600s, 1400s. Some people think it dates back to before Christ. Supposedly it lines right up. It's got the solstice rocks there, the sacrifice slab where they used to slay people. So you've been there a long time ago, dude. Wow. That's pretty, he's called Mystery Hill, I think is its name, original name, Mystery Hill. But it's,
Okay.
And there's a Salem, New Hampshire. But wow, no shit. So you've been doing this a long time. People are saying, wow, 15, 20 years is a long time to be in this field.
Yeah, I've been in the field for almost 15 years, so which is pretty good, I think.
That is good.
And,
someone found the Shadowlands.net. The link is shared in chat. Someone found it for us. Killer.
Sweet.
Witch in Nature asks, Betsy, she goes, Aaron, what's your favorite piece of equipment that you like to use on your investigations?
I think probably using my digital recorder. I think I love catching audio stuff, and I love I love the visuals too. Like when our ghost meter goes off or the K2 goes off. That's always fascinating to me. I think that being able to go back and listen to, your stuff, like audio or even the video stuff too. Like I think that, I don't know. I don't know if I have a real key favorite. But I think that if anything, I love going over the audio and also watching back on video to see if I caught anything, and watching on video of like your EMF gauges going off. That's always fascinating to me. But I think that there's
You're kind of old school. Like you kind of like to hear it with your own ears, and you don't want to have premeditated words out of a machine. You actually want to hear it and catch it on audio. That's cool.
Yeah. Yep.
That's real cool. Thank you for your question, Sunday Jackson. I appreciate that. So let's see. So We got a lot of people in chat. Carlos Nunez, Bill Lyons, Terry York, George Cannon. All you guys keep the good questions. Aaron's a good dude. He's very humble. I didn't even know he had half this shit because you don't share or promote. I'm the type of guy where I invite my whole friend. If you're friends with me on Facebook, you know I invite you to like about 12 pages a day. I'm sending out invites left and right.
Yeah, I haven't shared out any myself yet, but yeah, I mean, I have it up there, so maybe you'll want. Yeah.
And that's why we're here to get you known.
Yeah, definitely, man. And I love that you're starting stuff too. I always try to like stuff and favorite stuff when you send it. So
that's why
you do a lot of. Yeah.
For those of you that know, like I have people almost every day. Can I be on your show? I have this. I wrote a book, this and that. And I don't want just whatever. And Aaron's like, you want me on your show? And I'm like, I went to Aaron because, dude, you're supportive of me. And and so I go to your page and I go, this fucking cat, you're very well seasoned. You're very well knowledgeable. Do you have a YouTube page? Do you do YouTube channel or anything?
Yeah, I do. I have. So it sounds really crazy, but I have like 5 different YouTube channels. They're not all paranormal. I'd say 3 of them are paranormal based. So I have our team channel, KPRS, and I have our Fans of the Paranormal on YouTube, and I also have my Aaron's Research Investigation team with an urban twist on YouTube as well. So yeah. I'm well versed on that.
that last one's more your solo stuff, the Aaron stuff. That's kind of you doing your own thing, right?
It was for a while, but I'm trying to. What I want to do is also, I'm trying to get some people on that spectrum to help out with more research stuff and then exploring within the locations. But my main goal is KPRS and trying to make that a really awesome team. And I'm working with a bunch of great team members, which I'm very lucky and very fortunate to have. And I'm thankful for everyone that's on there because they're all really great people. And actually, speaking of which, over the course of actually this year, just starting over, I just gained some new recruits / members that I'm going to be meeting up with.
Feel free to name drop anybody. You can name drop. You can swear. You can talk about anything you want. Seriously, name drop them if you want. They might be listening if you want to. If not, that's cool too. But feel free, man. Seriously.
All right. So let's see. So on my team right now, I have Eileen Jones. I got my buddy Nick who's on there. I got 2 people that I was working with. I have couple of workmates on my team as well. I got my buddy Russell. I got Denise. I've got she's on there now too. This other guy, Mark, who also has his own team. I can't remember his name of his team now, but he's cool. He's on there. And then I've got some other members that are joining me. I got Joanna Campbell, who will be joining me. I've got Raimi Smith will be joining us as well. I have another guy who I was with on Sight Unseen Paranormal. That he and I worked together. I have what's his name? Well, I got so many people on my team. I'm like memory book right now.
but that's good because as I know, half the time someone can't make it, someone's car broke down, the kid's birthday, whatever, life, And it technically now that you've been on my show, I'm an unofficial member of your group. Just like that's part of my stipulation. So if I'm in your area, I get to work with you. Because I respect the shit. I respect the heck out of you because you're always like. You look through my whole story and I see things and you're like, wow, what's that? You like legit want to know what's going on. And then I look on your page and then I'll ask you stuff like, wow, that's cool. You went there. And I see you're obviously cooking a lot. You do a lot of cooking, I see, huh?
Yeah, I do actually. So I do love cooking during the week. I have somebody that works with me on a weekly basis, and we will sit down and look up recipes and go to the store and buy these things to make the recipe. And I've been doing that ever since maybe even last year, even during the pandemic and stuff. I did that. So I've just been kind of just baking and cooking stuff. So it's been a fun ride to do that.
Wow. See, that's why I like my show. I go off topic a little bit to make it fun. But I got to ask, as someone who bakes personally, because I have a Maine medical marijuana card, what's your favorite thing to cook? Because I'm dying to know because I'm hungry. What's your favorite thing or what's the oddest thing or the most fun thing for you to like that you've done or experimented with cooking?
I think maybe like, I made some bread pudding, probably last month or so. And that was really delicious.
What was it like? Was it Texas toast? Was it
Texas
toast bread? I love that
I
Texas
don't
toast shit.
Yeah, that toast bread is pretty good stuff. I don't know if I used that, but I definitely was some. I forget what kind of bread it was I used, but it was the bread I used was really good though from when I used it, and that was cool. It came out really, really delicious. And I just made chicken pot pie recently, and that was really delicious.
What was it? Oh, a pie?
Chicken pot pie, yeah.
Oh, chicken pot pie. You remind me of Nathaniel Elwell, who thinks very highly of you. He cooks a lot too, barbecue. You both you boys are always looking on Facebook. I'm like, these two fucking guys. I ever see them, they better cook me a little meal before we go hunting. There you go. So for those of you just tuning in, we're getting some new listeners in chat and probably some new listeners about. We're talking to Aaron Potter. Aaron Potter is the founder and lead investigator for Keene Paranormal Research Society in Keene, New Hampshire. And we're just kind of chatting about his 15 years plus experience. And pardon me, I just burped. That was very rude, but I've had a couple of beers. We do get a question, Aaron. Aaron sounds exciting. Is this your first interview? Excited, someone said.
I'm really excited to be here, and thankful for having me on here, Adam. This is my second interview, actually. So this other, I wish I could remember his name, but he was on BBS Radio.
I
I'm trying to remember his name. It's gonna be my mind right now. But I was on there.
My first thing every time, because I'm so fucking hyper. I got ADHD so bad, and I get so pumped up, especially talking about ghosts and shit.
Right.
Definitely. Someone wants to know. Nicole wants to know if you've written a book, or do you plan on writing a book anytime soon?
I don't know. Honestly, I haven't really thought about it. I'm not a huge writer author. So I don't know. I mean, maybe someday. It depends. I don't have like a huge, maybe if I had done like over 200 plus locations, and then maybe I could do that. But I'm still like I'm still working on the location and stuff. I haven't really had any really. I've had a few experiences, but not enough to really write like a novel. So I mean, I don't know. It could be a thing in the future. I don't know, but it's a thought.
And you never know. You're not hanging your boots up yet. You could fucking find something next week and go, shit, I'm writing a book now. So yeah, you never say no. And I love that because you're not in it for fame and fortune. You're in it just for doing it. It's a great thing and it keeps you going.
Really does,
someone said hi from the UK, which is pretty cool.
Hello.
That's awesome.
Someone
wants to talk about your experience at Emily's Bridge in Claremont, New Hampshire. Emily's Bridge, yes.
I've been there. I think maybe twice. I was there with my ex and her sister quite a few years ago. And we had an experience where like our K2s were going off like really like crazy.
Wow.
And we had I think I don't remember if we caught any on video, but I think we caught a few audio. I think, but I don't remember what it was. That was quite a while ago, so my mind isn't really. I can't remember that. I can't remember that far back. But
no, has there been an incident that's been stained in your mind? Has there been something that's like you were like, holy shit, ghosts are real? This could be demonic. Is there something that really made you go, holy shit, I'm in over my head?
Yeah, there's one time. So I remember this one time actually. So at Hampshire, which I've been to a bunch of times. This one time I was with one of my ex-friends. He and I when we were doing KPRS together. We were on the Keene Paranormal Society, and he and I decided to investigate Hampshire. and this was during the day too, mind you.
Oh, Madame
And
Cherie.
there was
Madame Cherie's
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Sorry.
So
I've been there once and I felt it. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I
yeah, no
love it.
worries.
Oh, beautiful.
So
Beautiful.
we were there during the day at one point, and I was walking by the fireplace, and I was asking questions, and all of a sudden, this bottle cap that was on top of the fireplace it flew 7 feet from where I was standing, and I had to measure it feet wise, and it was like 7 feet, and I had no idea. Keep in mind, it wasn't windy, but there was no animals around, and I had no idea that was even there in the first place. And I was just asking questions, and then all of a sudden, this thing just flew out of nowhere. It didn't hit me or anything, but it just flew. And the crazy thing about that is that I could not debunk it. I couldn't. I tried to stop it off the brick casing where it originally was, and I tried just make it go in the exact direction it went in, and I couldn't do it. Plus, I could not debunk it in any shape or way or form. So that was a thing.
A bottle cap could move because of the wind, but 7 feet and to do a flip like a cartwheel. I mean, that's man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't. Dude, yeah, it wasn't even windy at all. It was no wind. There was no wind. There was no animal that could possibly fly the way it did, and so I couldn't recreate it. I couldn't do it. So
of course, your camera wasn't rolling yet. No film.
I think my other crazy experience was I had this was kind of an abiding thing, but so when I was working with Kate, when I was just Keene in society, he and I were at a client's home, and so I kind of asked her to use my energy to manifest or do whatever, and so I had this. I was feeling this fuzzy feeling in my chest and in my head and everything. And I wasn't sure if I was experiencing anything. So I asked the question, are you using my energy? And then so that night, I go back and listen to my digital recorder, and I get a yes response back. And that really just shook me.
Wow. That's some good stuff. I got a little bit of, I was just pointing to my girl Heather next to me. I'm like, little goosebumps on my arm when you were talking about Madame Cherie's bottle cap, because I've been there. That fireplace is dead center of the whole foundation. You walk up the you get the staircase to nowhere, which the end of it crumbled this past summer, which sucks.
Yeah,
but then if you go to the left, there's a little stairway, and it walks up in the platform, and the fucking the fireplace is dead set in the middle of the foundation.
It really is.
There's nothing left of Madame Cherie. For those of you listening, Madame Cherie, SHERRI, Madame Cherie. MADAME. It's right in New Hampshire. Madame Cherie Forest is like a foundation right on the Vermont border. She was a costume designer from Broadway, New York, and she retired with her pet monkey and got a house and made a mansion in the woods there. What is the name of the town? Is it Woolsboro? Chesterfield, New Hampshire. That's right. Thank you, Heather.
Yep.
And she moved there and was seen driving around town in her convertible Cadillac with nothing but a mink fur coat on and her pet monkey, naked underneath, because she was kind of a madame, and she would throw these lavish parties at this place. And you go there now because it caught fire and she left and all that stuff. But it's a little. I remember me and Heather brought our police truck. I think the day she bought it, the week she bought it, we went to Manchester. Went to the Red Arrow, Adam Sandler's diner. Got a food, and then we went to the Madame Cherie for the fuck of it. And I tell you what, we saw a snake there. We got some pictures, and I tell you what, Aaron, I got some feelings. I didn't get quite that, but a bottle cap to fly, dude, 7 feet. And the other experience you had, that's some crazy stuff.
I was sitting right next to it, and all of a sudden this bottle cap out of nowhere just flew 7 feet from where I was standing. I think I was at least maybe 2 or 3 feet, maybe 4 next to that brick casing there, and all of a sudden. I was trying to ask questions to see if I get a response, and clearly I did, because this object just flew out of nowhere. I mean, it was not out of nowhere, but you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Heather just shared a picture in chat. If you guys see the house in chat, I know Aaron can't see it, but in chat there's the staircase, the rock one on the right, and then the house. The house is completely gone. The window's gone. All that's gone, but the staircase is there. That's a good picture. Yep. Oh, by the way, Heather, Witch and Life Guide is following you on YouTube, and I'm going to follow you after. my Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter page and Historically Haunted. So you get some more followers. There's a staircase now. Good picture, Heather. Someone also wants to know if you've ever gone to the Queen Mary. Excuse me. Thank you.
You know, I haven't. I haven't yet. I would love to go there. I'd love to have my team go there and investigate there, because that'd be awesome. Speaking of ships, though,
you seem open to anything.
I went to the what's it called now? It's in Massachusetts. The USS Salem.
Oh, I've been to USS Salem too. What a great battleship in Quincy, really Massachusetts. That's John Quincy Adams. Oh, you went to that, dude? I would have loved to have investigated that with you, brother. Wow.
Yeah, I went there. I went there with my ex a while back, and actually we went. I think we have photos on the Fans of Paranormal fan page there, and also I think on my solo page too, I think.
If you go back, try to find those and tag me in them later. Write me in the comments of them later if you can. I want to see them on your page, because what a great ship, huh? This is the feeling. Something like 95 people died. Someone had a heart attack up front. Oh my God.
Yep. My ex, when she and I were there, she took a picture on one of the decks, or actually on the top deck, and she actually caught an apparition. And to make it even more cooler, she had to take her photo and send it to like every single other team across the country and out of the country. That picture like flew out everywhere and anywhere, paranormal team wise, to get it validated that really was an apparition that was caught on camera, and when it was, which is really cool, because you can clearly see the outline of an apparition of a sailor. But you can see like its hat, the figure's hat, and like his shoulder, I think, and then. But it's really fascinating too. It's actually pretty chilling, but it's pretty cool at the same time.
This is on the top, on the where the people walk up top, like the outside. You mean? Wow, no shit.
Yeah. It was at the outside, and we were probably on, I think, the left side of it was right near this staircase, and she took a picture, and it was this apparition, and it went across. The picture went across states and over I think over in the UK as well, to get it validated. That it really was what she caught, and it really was an apparition. So it's pretty cool that it went to everybody just to make sure. But I mean, I don't know why, but it clearly was an apparition, and it's kind of pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, for those of you who don't know, the USS Salem was a battleship. It was built in 1947, and it finished in 1949. That's when it was commissioned. It never really, it saw battle, so to speak, in World War II, but it was basically used as like a relief for like hurricanes and disasters, and it saved other boats or other ships with Navy people. Like one time, correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, but I think it was USS Delaware or something, and it caught fire, and USS Salem took members aboard that were part of the fire, and they were burned alive, and they died in the hospital room on board that were sailors. Yep. Is that right? If I remember right, is that the same ship?
Yeah.
So those could be the sailors that were burned alive, dude. Because no one really died in battle there, but they bought tornadoes. One guy had a heart attack. They filmed the movie there. That's wild, dude. Wow. That's a good piece of evidence. Yeah, that's true. All right. Thank you guys for keeping up in chat. Everybody's sharing some more stuff. They're all sharing Keene Paranormal again. Someone wants to know, which I think you did mention, but someone who's probably late, they want to know, who was it now? Shoot, I lost it. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Let's see. The pictures take up in the room. Someone wanted to know if you went to Salem, Massachusetts, which I know you did. Nicole did. Nicole Gaspard, who's got a show, Real Haunted Connections, every Wednesday night. She just got done writing a book, or one of her many books, but had a book signing. Yeah, she's out in California. Good people. She wants to know if you've been to Salem, and I think you said earlier that you have been to Salem, Massachusetts, which Central, right?
Yep. I've been to Salem. I think at least once, maybe twice. No, I think once actually. and that was a fun time. I went there. I was there with my ex and her sister at the time, and so she and I, we all did like we did that ghost tour, and then we went through all those haunted attractions. Then we went through I think the wax museum, I think maybe.
Was the tour on a trolley? Was the tour on like a red trolley? They drove you?
Yes. I didn't go on a trolley, but I've seen it. But then there was like this museum that takes you through everything about Salem. You see all the statues of like the villagers.
Oh yeah.
We checked out the cemetery there, and then
the oldest one in America. The second oldest one. It's got Mayflower people buried in it. You know.
Yep.
You got to agree, Aaron. Salem is like a ghost hunter's Disney World. It would take you about a month.
It kind of is, yeah. Right.
Real quick, my girl Heather Caminiti Witchin from Witchin Show Life Guide every second Thursday on Paranormal King Radio Network. She just dropped a fun fact of Aaron that not many people know. Aaron was a DJ, a music DJ for 10 years, spinning records and such. Killer.
Yeah, I was. I was there. I was DJing from I want to say 2001. Well, not that long, really. I was DJing from 2001 up until like 2007. And so, but I was DJing for quite a while. And then 2007, I got into the paranormal, and I was having trouble organizing my life between DJing and the supernatural. So I haven't been DJing for a long time now, but I do miss it. But yeah, I was a mobile DJ for quite a while. Yeah, my first gig actually I did was from my mother's family reunion, and then from there, I DJ'd for my sister's middle school dances, and then I DJ'd for weddings here and there, and then
wow, legit getting paid. Yeah.
And I was DJing at corporate parties.
What a gimmick, though! A Ghostbuster DJ, dude. You could fucking go to ghost hunts and paracons and DJ. You could still do it if your love's in it. Why not incorporate it? I used to sing in a metal band and wear my ghost hunting shirt on stage. That's nice. Really cool. So do you like Skrillex? Do you like what do you like? Dubstep? Do you play hard rock, old rock, dance music?
I like a variety of music. I play anything that I would get requests for. So I think rock, pop, dance, techno, whatever it may be. I'm into a variety of stuff. I actually in Boston, there's a place called DJ Mix Academy, and I took a class there on how to mix music and count beats in songs. And I did that for a month. So it was a month-long class.
Wow.
And that was really fun. Yeah.
Well, I gotta let you know, because you can't see chat, my friend, but we're gonna start you got no choice. You're in a paranormal band. You're the DJ. My boss, Ross, that you talk to, he's gonna play guitar. Yeah. Nicole plays piano, and I sing. We're starting a paranormal band. They're all talking about it in chat. So you're gonna be our house DJ. You're gonna be a scratcher.
Nice. Yes, let's go.
Zach Bagan's agent. Get a hold of Zach Bagan's agent. $1 million a piece, and we will tour America as the paranormal Geek Squad. And we'll just talk Ghost in History, and then we'll jam out on we'll do like the Revenge of the Nerds. We'll come on keyboard and shit. Are you down, Aaron? You're down, brother.
I'm down. Let's go.
We got 22 minutes. We got plenty of time. This is so much fun. Is there anything you want to talk about that you want to bring on before we run out? Is there anything you'd like to touch on?
Yeah, I mean, actually, so later this year, as far as my team plans go, we got I have a team meeting in March that I'm looking forward to meeting my new members, and also catching up with my OG team, because I haven't seen some of them for a long time, so it'll be good to see them again. and we're playing investigations for this year. We're also going down to SK Pierce Mansion in April. Yeah, so
SK Pierce, man. Yeah,
yep.
his whole family died in that fucking place. His whole family died. I'm friends with Marana Luma. She's the run of the ground cakerer. I don't know if I said that right, but wow, I've never been. That's a bucket list. Good for you. You must be excited, huh?
And I'm excited. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. I've been there multiple other times. It's always a blast being down there. And Marianne Luma is fantastic. She's amazing down there. And so this has been my first time being back there since they finished the renovations. My last time I was there, they were in the middle of renovations while we were investigating. So they've been finished with their renovation stuff for a while. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the new rendition of the mansion. I'm looking forward to taking my team down there again. It'll be awesome.
Beautiful. And I love that too. We just got Nate from NPS. I don't know if you know Nate from NPS. He just tuned in. Hey Nate, thanks for coming in.
Awesome. Hello Nate.
Awesome. Nate's part of your team, yeah?
Nate and I chat here and there. I've talked to him a little bit before. He's an awesome guy. I'm looking forward to. I definitely want to work with you and your girlfriend, and also Nate as well. I'd love to investigate with anybody who's open to working with us or me or whatever. And I'm looking forward to having my team work with other teams as well and other investigators down for team ups and
I love that.
Everything else.
That's what's drawn me to you because you're my people. I don't want drama. I don't need a bunch of people. I don't want to go ghost hunting or I'm sorry, investigating with people who are more popular than the ghost. I'm not in it for the living, brother. I'm in it to find out. And you're one of the old school ones that wants to know answers. Dude, everybody's letting it up about the music. Fucking Bill Lyons goes to plug your ears band. LOL. Hey, man, I've been compared to the Lamb of God when I sing the Lamb of death metal shit. The witches will dance. All right, witch in nature. Betsy, the witches will dance. I can swear the boobies out, right? Yeah, all right. I'm old school, man. I watched Lords of Salem from Rob Zombie. That's You like horror movies, dude? Do you like horror movies?
I'm not for horror movies. I don't know. I mean, I've watched quite a few of them in the past. If they're too gory for me, I probably won't watch them. But for the most part, I will watch. There's quite a few out there that I will watch that I can handle. But they're just all gory. I don't know those. If the whole thing. But for the most part, I love horror films, and
you must love like Ed Warren stuff, like Conjuring, Annabelle, because this, you like the Warrens. You must love them, right? I mean, I don't know.
I love them. Their movies are awesome. I love the Conjuring series and Annabelle. I've seen that one. That one's really good. I love all the paranormal haunted films. And documentaries and such.
I mean, I followed your stuff for a while. This isn't just a weekend hobby for you. I'm not saying you live it internally because you do have a life outside of it, but you respect it enough to where it really is. Oh, we get another question. Awesome. Thank you, Nicole. Nicole wants to know, she says, hi, Aaron. What is your thought on the use of Ouija boards?
Honestly, I haven't ever used one. I probably never will. Because I hear so many bad... Really? I hear a lot of. I mean, only because I hear a lot of negative things from it, and so I'd rather not. I don't ever want to touch one because number one, I don't know how to close it. Number two, I don't want to open anything that I don't want to open, and so I definitely don't want to. I mean, I'm not against people using them to reach their own. But I mean, for the most part, if I see one, I'm not gonna touch it. I'm definitely not gonna encourage my team to use it for any means.
When you see a sharp knife, you don't slide your hand across the sharp blade, right? That's pretty smart of you. You just don't fuck with certain things, and I don't blame you.
No.
Nate's is my first time in chat. I'm trying to do. You're doing great, Nate. Dude, there's no one. We don't judge people here. This is the historically haunted show. We don't judge people.
Yeah.
We're in it for fun.
Yeah.
I tried looking up some history today because I like to bring in some history of what happened this day in history, dude. And there's really not a lot. It was a quiet day throughout eternity. It seems like on this day. The only thing that happened really, in 1858, Saint Bernadette claims to see the Virgin Mary in France, and that's like literally it. So. Nothing super thing. What I'm gonna ask you a question. What's your go-to for obviously you like that channel that you look for, but what's your go-to for, I don't know, how can I word this? What's your knowledge? What's like your guru? What do you go to look for? So shit, I better look on this. Is there a certain person? Is there a certain religion? Is there a certain, I don't know, an aspect or a certain team? Does that make sense? Is there a certain place you go to look to see for guidance?
Oh, for paranormal guidance?
Just in general, for protection, I guess, is best said. How do you protect yourself? Is it sage? Do you do prayers? What do you think?
I usually look for protection relics. Like if there's I have a bracelet that I bought from a spiritual store. That's good for protection. If they're wearable objects like that have protection, then I'll do that. I haven't used sage before, but I've been around people that do use it for, on locations for investigations. I'm down for using that if it's needed. Any kind of protection is great when you're investigating, because you don't want anything to come back home with you by any means. I'm open to.
I mean, I think I think it's more for a mental sense, if you think, but if you're strong-willed, I mean, you seem pretty strong-willed from what I see on Facebook. I think it's an extra notch in the belt, but I think you're pretty grounded. I think like you say, when to say when, and when to go in and when not to, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I think it's a good solid thing to use. I mean, I guess if you have a certain feeling about a location, and how comfortable you are with it, then it depends on on the level of activity and energy that's there. If you're just not feeling it, and the history isn't like something really great, or if it's not a happy historical information, then maybe not so much you want to be in that location. I mean, I feel like if you know enough about the location and know what's expected and what you're running into, then the right stuff to go to for that location.
Yeah. No, fucking nailed it. That was perfect. No. We got about 13 minutes left. George Cannon, shout out to you for listening like every week. Ross the King, you're the man. Nicole Gaspard, your show, Real Haunted Connection. She's a cool chick. Just wrote a book. Terry York's always listening. Nate NPS, he says you're his brother. He's thinking very highly of you. It's his first time in chat, so we're taking it easy on him. Carlos in chat, Bill Lyons, Witch and Heather Kiminiti, and of course Witch and Nature Betsy at home eating her whatchamacallit in her face. Gotta eat one of those right now if I can kill for it. And we're talking to our guest Aaron Potter from the Keene Paranormal Society in Keene, New Hampshire. He's just a good person all around. He's a historian, he's a researcher, he's an investigator. And thank you everybody in chat, keeping it up. We got about 13 minutes left. Is there anything you want to plug? Like I said, we got about 13 minutes. We can go over. I'm not pushing you.
So plug. Let's see. If you all are interested. So over the course of last year, I've been working on our team website. So if you want to check our website out at 06kps.wix.com/Keene Paranormal RS. That'll take you to our team page, and I have a bunch of audio that I captured in the past. That's on there, and we have one piece of audio that my team cut. That's on there too. We don't have any photo evidence or video evidence just yet, but that page is there. We have one audio that was captured that's on the evidence side. But if you want to go over to the KPRS and check out our page. It's been live for a little while now, so you can definitely check that out. definitely check out our YouTube pages. Trying to think what else. Like I said earlier, we are playing in locations for the year, so I'm looking forward to that.
We're gonna work together. I gotta hook up with you.
Definitely.
I gotta bring. Have you been to Maine? You must have been to Maine.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have my family that lives in Maine too. So I'm definitely down for going over there and checking out some locations. I actually went to the Maine with a Parafest in Maine. I think back in 2018 and 19.
Oh, in Vassalboro,
yeah, that's
right?
Maine. Yep.
Toby Hartford puts that on. I got invited to do that this year, but I did the Paracon with Chris Sanders in Portland, and then we went to the Warren Con. They had 2,000 people a day there. I haven't seen Annabelle again. Remember, I met Annabelle, and you're like, "That's a scary picture." I was like, "Yeah, boy, that was pretty wild."
That is wild.
Hey,
I think.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. You go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I love Paracons. I'm hoping that one day our team has our own. I think that would be awesome. And I love going to Paracons. I love conventions, and so I went to Parafest for the first time, and I went to Manchester. I think there's one actually. There was one I think here in New Hampshire, and I can't remember the name of it right now. But there was quite a few.
Manchester, Maine, though, where the Devil's Footprint is, right?
Not there, no. But there was one I went to the Manchester. I think it was Manchester, New Hampshire. There was a Paracon there. I think with, if you know, I can't remember his name now. But I've been to a few other Paracons in New England that are very fun. Yeah,
some are cool. I'm not gonna lie. I see some of the people, and it's some phonies. There's some TV guys that are kind of stuck up that just soon look at you and spit on the ground. But there's some cool dudes too. I'm not gonna lie. That's cool. Oh boy, your boy Nate from NP. What does NPS stand for? So I can give that a shout out. What does that mean? NPS. Is that New England Paranormal Society or something?
Nate's group? No.
Nate,
I'm not sure what.
I can give you a fucking shout out. Nate says, I actually think that I met Aaron at the convention in Manchester. He says, great show so far. I've been listening, but I couldn't operate in chat.
That's exactly where in Manchester, New Hampshire. Nate and I met.
Is this Nate? Is this our Nate? Newport Paranormal Society. This is the Nate I had on.
Yeah.
I can't think because I got a buzz. Shit, what's Nate Elwell? Is this Nate? Yes. Oh, Nate Dog. Shit. What's up, dude? I had Nate on a couple weeks ago as my guest. I didn't know it was that Nate, for God's sake. I wish you would have said, yeah, buddy, the same Nate. Okay, we were just talking about you and Aaron's cooking and how I got to go over there and eat some of your shit. We're talking about Madame Cherise because Nate loves Madame Cherise too. Nate, for some reason, can't find Ocean-born Mary's house. That's his unicorn. I found it first time, no problem. He's never been, he's looked 5 times, he can't find it. It's like Harry Potter style. He's trying to find the fucking subway between the 3 of them. Glad you're back, Nate. Nate was in and out. I didn't realize it was you. I saw some random dude. Shoot. Me and Heather subscribed to your channel. Aaron, we got 10 minutes left. Give a shout out to some of your family members. Dude, I posted on your page, and I got about 15 of your family members. Say hi to them. All their names.
Yeah, I got my family on there, so I'll give a shout out to my Potter clan who was out there a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
One else who's out there listening, I'll give a shout out to my family. And shout out to Nate. Awesome.
That's good. No, you got some good support, man.
Yeah. Let's see. Definitely shout out to my whole family who are listening right now. I think Hardy was listening. My dad and everyone else. I'm not sure who else was out there, but yeah, definitely shout out to everyone, actually.
Well, that's one thing I noticed about this show is luckily when I get it on Anchor FM, I got it on Spotify, YouTube. Sometimes people don't listen for like a week out and they go, hey, I heard your show with Fred Richards or who and so. I'm like, oh shit, that was 3 weeks ago. But sometimes people go back and listen. So it's cool. And yeah, I'll have to have you on the visual at some point.
I listened to some of your other guest spots just earlier this week, and I wanted to just prepare so I can tell you and actually like let you know that I've listened to the shows, and your show is awesome, dude.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. Everybody's lighting it up in chat. They're all
Yeah.
saying you were great. Like I said, we still got about 8 minutes left, so we're going to take our time. Even if we go a little bit over, Ross is cool. But everybody's saying it was a great show. You're very informative. Terry York
Thank you.
has got a question for you. Hi, Terry. Thank you for
Right.
tuning in. Terry York is the soldier every week. Terry York asks, do you watch any TV shows? What's your favorite TV shows? I imagine paranormal or maybe just in general, I guess. What's
Yeah, I
your
don't know.
go-to?
I think my go-to show right now, I've been hooked on Destination Fear for paranormal stuff.
Destination
And then,
Fear, yeah.
then I've also started watching the new Ghost Hunters. And they're awesome out there. And then I started watching also what's it called? With Adam Berry and I can't remember what's the other show.
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of them. I'm buzzed, but
Something spirits. It's like
yeah.
I don't know. There's so many good. Well, I just thought of it.
You know, it's a good movie that's a sitcom is the show Ghost, Ghosts, just Ghost.
Oh yes, yep.
That's a fucking riot. That's pretty good.
It is.
I like that.
That's good.
You got Ghost.
That one I started watching.
You know.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So I gotta ask you something before we go, because this is a fun question from your host, Adam Began. That's me. You can find me on YouTube, Adam the Historian Ghost Hunter. And of course, I have another channel, just Historically Haunted, that's got all my podcast and vodcast, like tonight's show. That'll all be uploaded on there. I got a question for you, Aaron Potter from Keene Paranormal Research Society in Keene, New Hampshire. What is your favorite? What do you like? Do you like old churches? Do you like cemeteries, barns, old fields, woods? What's kind of like your zen? Mountains, fishing, ocean?
There's a lot out there. I've been in cemeteries for a little while. Cemeteries are fun and they're creepy, but I love something that I haven't done yet. I actually investigated with my clients. We did it was a barn that we investigated, and that was kind of fun. I would love to investigate like an old bar or like an old restaurant or something like that, or like I love old like historical buildings and such. So those are actually my go-to is those are historical hotspots.
If I could get you into a place, I don't want to name drop people. I'm not going to say too much, but basically the oldest, or one of the oldest, I should say, just to be careful, houses in New Hampshire is in Portsmouth. And I know the caretakers, and they said we can pretty much spend the night there. And it's never been investigated because it's part of the tours. It's an empty house. The Richard Jackson house, 1638.
Okay. Wow.
Is that something you'd like to do with me if I could try to get us into that?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're, I would love to do that, dude. That'd be awesome.
We're talking dirt floor basement with rock surrounding, all wood shingles, and 4 fireplaces with 4 chimneys. Like the oldest wood. That's your jam. I know you love the history stuff, and I would love to investigate a historical place with someone who appreciates it. So I'll message you outside of Facebook for sure. Because that's right in New Hampshire too. Of course, we'll have to do a bunch of stuff this spring. I want to do Salem with you. Maybe we'll do Hawthorne or something.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. What is let me think. I'm gonna think because no one's really got a question. Everybody's saying good night, but we got 5 minutes left. Thank you everybody for also Ross earlier. Thank you everybody for watching, Ross. We're not done yet. Don't go quite yet. I'm gonna ask you one more question real quick. Aaron, what is your thought on Bigfoot? Let's go monsters. Do you believe in that stuff too?
I mean, I believe that stuff.
When to go?
When to go? I don't ever. I hear about Bigfoot all the time, and I've seen. Like, I haven't really. When I first started hearing about Bigfoot, I wasn't really a huge fan. But when I started seeing all these documentaries and investigations and stuff, and then how people are catching all these evidence and stuff, then I kind of got more intrigued and more like, well, maybe it really does exist. So I mean, I'm open to these new ideas and new cryptozoology type of thing.
You're open to it. You're not closed-minded. You just what about UFOs? Let's talk about aliens. What about that? I mean, it's pretty much that, right?
I believe that. Yeah, I believe in aliens. I've always believed in aliens. I love the
Hill site in New Hampshire. Yeah.
I've always wanted to visit what's it called? The most popular UFO place, Area 51. Roswell,
New Mexico, right?
That too.
Yeah, New Mexico or Arizona or something like that, West Coast.
Yeah.
Shit, dude. That's wild, awesome. Dude. Yeah. So you're cool. So that's cool. You're kind of well-rounded. You're into the history, the haunting, the aliens, the monsters. Like we said earlier, we're talking about mermaids, for God's sake, before the show started. Why not?
Cool. Yeah.
Why not?
Right?
I'm into leprechauns, dude. I believe in fairies. Why not? It's kind of fun to believe in this shit, right? What does it hurt to believe that goddamn fucking pygmies exist or UFOs are singing through seashells?
Yeah, definitely, dude. Why not?
You've been on hollowed ground. You've been to where pirates walked. Salem, Massachusetts is pirate capital.
Yeah.
You follow pirates too?
Yeah, I love pirates too. I do. I've watched all of the pirate movies. Like I've watched like the what is the Disney? What's you know I'm on the spot.
I'm trying to think.
Jack Sparrow.
Yes, yeah. That's based on a real person.
Caribbean.
But that's based on a real person. The Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow was a real pirate.
That's awesome.
Blackbeard.
Yeah, I love. Blackbeard. There's another one too. I can't think of right now, but I love all the pirate stuff. That's a fun thing.
The only fake one was Captain Hook, but he was cool too.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, they're giving me the boot, Aaron, my brother.
All right.
Aaron from Keene Paranormal Research Society in Keene, New Hampshire.
Yes, sir.
It's been a pleasure. I'll get you on again.
Yeah, I am.
And I'll have you on the
Definitely.
podcast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Adam,
everybody in chat. Carlos, Terry York says, great show. Aaron, you're informative. We're going to follow you. George Cannon. Carlos,
thank you so much.
Good luck. You got some YouTube followers coming your way. Hopefully they're not bullshitting you.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you. Thank you to your family for listening, and thank you to your family for supporting you.
Yeah, thank you for all my family that's been here listening. And Adam, it's been a pleasure being on the show. Thank you so much again for having me on. And this has been a great time. I'm looking forward to coming back again.
We're going to have you again, my brother. Take care, Aaron. I'll see you soon. We talk almost all the time I see you popping up, and we comment a lot in chat.
Sure.
So, on Messenger, on Facebook. Have a good night, everybody out there. Thank you for listening to Historically Haunted Show. We'll see you next Friday. God bless and take care. Learn some history. You need to know it.
Yes. Bye.
Hello, this is Adam Began, and I'm the host of Historically Haunted Show, where I talk about some very rare historical and haunted locations that I visited. I also interview some of the very best in the paranormal and cryptozoology field. So tune in every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Paranormal King Radio Network. And prepare to be educated about the unknown.